So chromosomes, the physical basis of heredity. This is ERNS Sujata, lecturer in botany. ASD Government Degree College for Women, Kakinada. In this lesson, now we are discussing about the chromosomes, the history, introduction, structure of chromosomes. Structure of chromosomes, types of chromosomes, chemical composition of chromosomes, and eukaryotic chromosome structure. So for introduction, chromosomes are rod-shaped, dark-stained bodies located in the nucleus of the cell. Eukaryotic chromosomes contains DNA and RNA and proteins. These are capable of self-replication and play a vital role in hereditary mutations, variations, and evolutionary developments of the species. The term chromosomes means chroma means color, zomes means bodies. So they named as these color structures as the chromosomes. History. Chromosomes are first observed in plant cell by von Nageli. The term chromosome was introduced by Waldeyer. The chromosomes are physical structures which acted as messengers of heredity. Was proposed by W. Sutton and Boveri. Now the size and number of chromosomes. The size of chromosomes generally varies from 0.5 mu to 3 mu in length and between 0.2 millimicrons and 3 millimicrons in diameter. Generally, plants have large chromosomes than animals. Dicots have higher number of chromosomes than monocots. The chromosome number is constant for a given species. The somatic chromosome number is 2 and which is diploid. The haploid set of chromosomes is known as the genome. Generally, all the somatic cells of our organism is diploid. The gametes are only in the haploid. So autosomes and allosomes. The variations in chromosomes, mainly the chromosomes are two types, autosomes and allosomes. Autosomes are somatic chromosomes. These are not involved in sex determination. Allosomes are sex chromosomes. These are involved in sex determination. So these are the allosomes are mainly we denote them into XX and XY. XX denotes female and XY denotes the male. Structure of chromosomes. Suppose we have to observe the chromosome structure. The suitable phase is the mitotic metaphase. In this stage, the chromosomes show the following structures: chromatids, centromere, telomere, secondary constriction and satellite, and chromomeres. All these are seen in the mitotic metaphase. Structure of chromosome. In this picture, you see the structure of chromosome. It is chromatid. These two arms are joined by centromere, P arm and Q arm. DNA molecule is long string-like DNA molecule formed into a compact structure by protein called histones. Chromatids. In metaphase, chromosome consists of two symmetrical structures called the chromatids. Each one consists of a single DNA molecule. So these two chromatids are held together at a point called centromere. The two chromatids of a prophase chromosomes are produced through replication is called the sister chromatids. In contrast, the chromatids of homologous chromosomes, non-homologous chromosomes is called the non-sister homologous chromosomes is called the non-sister chromatids. Chromatids are sister chromatids and the non-sister chromatids. Centromere. The region where the two sister chromatids of a chromosome are held together during mitotic metaphase is known as the centromere. This is also termed as primary constriction. During cell division, spindle fibers are attached to centromere. In anaphase, chromosomal movement due to centromere, hence they are also known as the kinetochore. The another name of the centromere is the kinetochore. Now we see the structure of types of chromosomes. The location of depending upon the location of centromere, the chromosomes are various types: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, and telocentric. So metacentric means the centromere locates at the center of the chromosome. This type of chromosomes is called the metacentric chromosomes. Submetacentric, that means the PQ arm is larger than the P arm. That means it will not at the center point. So it is called it is located to far the center. Then it is called the submetacentric. Acrocentric, that means the centromere at the near to the tip of the chromosomes. Then it is called the acrocentric chromosomes. Telocentric chromosomes, that means centromere is present at the end of the chromosomes. So not only these, the another type of chromosomes also, that is those are the acrocentric, holocentric and dicentric. Eccentric means without centromere. Holocentric means diffuse centromeres. Dicentric means the chromosomes contains the two centromeres. Then it is called the dicentric chromosomes. Now we see the structure of centromere. The centromere consists of a highly repetitive DNA with special proteins attached to form a disc-shaped structure. It has three layers. The main function of the kinetochore is to provide a center of assembly for microtubules. Now we see the telomere, the structure of telomere. The two ends of the chromosomes are known as the telomeres. These telomeres show polarity, so which prevent the other segment of the chromosomes joining with these. They provide stability to the chromosomes and protect their individuality. At the molecular level, the telomic region of the chromosome made up of by the operating sequence 3' T T G G G to prime Y prime end. So these telomeres are protect the chromosomes to attaching the other segments of the other chromosome segments. So now we see the secondary constriction. In addition to primary constriction, the arm of chromosomes may show one or more secondary constriction. These are differ from primary constriction by the absence of binding the chromosomal segments during the anaphase. The chromosome region lying between the secondary constriction and nearest the telomere is known as the satellite chromosomes. The chromomeres. So in some species, chromosomes during the first prophase of meiosis show a small bead-like structures called the chromomeres. Chromomeres are condensed nucleoproteins. Once it was believed that genes were located within chromosomes and that one chromomere may possibly represent a single gene. So that means the number of chromomere indicates that the number of genes in the chromosomes. The karyotype. The term karyotype has been given to the group of characteristics that identify a particular set of chromosomes of an individual. So the diagrammatic representation of karyotype of a species is called the ideogram. Now we see the chromatin. The chromatin is nothing but the material which is present inside the chromosome is called the chromatin. So the chromatin is classified into the two types. The chromatin material is two types. One is the heterochromatin Another one is the euchromatin. So the heterochromatin, the darkly stained condensed region of chromatin is known as the heterochromatin. The condensed portions of the nucleus are known as chromocenters or karyosomes. So euchromatin, the portions of chromosomes that stain lightly and only partially condensed, this chromatin is termed as the euchromatin. It contains structural genes which replicable and transcribed during G1 phase of interphase. That means the structural and functional genes are mainly present in the euchromatin region. The condensed part of proteins and the DNA material is present in the heterochromatin region. Now we see the chemical composition of chromosomes. The chromatin is composed of RNA, DNA and proteins. DNA. So DNA is central dogma. It contains all the information, all the structural and functional genes, and the information is present in the DNA. So it is the most important chemical component of chromatin. It plays the central role of controlling heredity. The DNA is two types, unique DNA and repetitive DNA. So what is unique DNA? So unique DNA means it consists of those DNA segments whose base sequences are present only in a single copy per genome. Their base sequence are not replaced in the genome. All the structural genes, histones, rRNA are made up of by the unique DNA, repetitive DNA. So repetitive DNA base sequences are few to several hundred base pairs long, and a few to several hundred base pairs are present in several to multi copies per genome. The next, the proteins. The proteins which are present in the chromosomes are mainly two types, basic proteins and acidic proteins. Basic proteins are called histones. These are the basic proteins are enriched with amino acids, arginine and lysine. Being basic histones, bind tightly to DNA which are acid. H1, H2A, H2B, H3 and H4 are the histone proteins. H1 is loosely associated with DNA, remaining involved in structural organization of chromatin fiber. Non-histone proteins. These proteins include many important enzymes such as DNA and RNA polymerases. This class of proteins are mainly enzymes. Eukaryotic chromosome structure. Here the chromosome structure means how the DNA and the chromosomal proteins and RNA are packed inside the chromosome. So to explain this, there are two theories are mainly explains this the structure of chromosomes. One is the folded fiber model. This model was proposed by D.N. Pran in 1965. According to this model, chromosomes are made up of chromatin fiber of about 230 angstrom units diameter. This chromatin fiber is produced by coiling of a single DNA double helix and the coils of DNA molecules stabilized by proteins. The 20 angstrom in DNA double helix specially packed in a protein to form a fibrils. This fibril further coils to form a fiber of 100 angstrom units. This fiber is called type A. So the another theory to explain the structure of chromosome is the nucleosome solenoid model. It is recently proposed model. This model was proposed by Korenberg and Thomas. According to this model, the chromatin is composed of a repeating unit called nucleosome. Chromatin fibers appears to have string of beads of structure. These nucleosome consists of a core particle of histones. These nucleosomes are linked together by small fragments of DNA molecule called the linker DNA. In this way, the chromatin material is packed inside the chromosome. Now you see the DNA packing in chromosomes. That means the DNA into this is the nucleosomes. These nucleosomes are again formed into a solenoid model. These are tightly arranged in the chromosome structure. So this is about the structure and chemical composition of chromosomes. Thank you.